If he gets his core, I think I'm still alive, which is the craziest thing about this stuff. Yeah. Oh no! Dear SMG mains, we need to talk. Hello pilots, your favorite grumpy YouTuber is back. I took a little break, but I'm back. Listen, at this point I understand no matter what I said, I will always make you guys angry. So let me embrace the dark side, and let's talk about the weapon meta. Titanfall 2 has a very interesting weapon selection. We got assault rifles, pistols, shotguns, or shotgun. I'm not acknowledging the Mastiff. Don't even try, bro. That weapon is a meme. And even chat grenade launchers, which are my absolute favorite weapon. But even with this selection of weapons, it seems the meta revolves around one specific weapon class. A weapon class so popular and so common that it's impossible to have a game without at least one player using a weapon from this class. Of course, I'm talking about the SMGs. The SMGs, or submachine guns, are weapons with high fire rate, fast reload, but low mag size and even low damage depending on the specifics. It is no joke when I tell you submachine guns are very popular. They are the premier example of the gun and run playstyle. And I gotta give credit to Respawn. While I personally really dislike these weapons, Respawn still made them feel different from each other. You know, the alternator is like drilling into the ground, the R97 is the Spitfire of the SMGs, and the CAR, well, the CAR is the CAR. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm pretty sure you're aware of the CAR's reputation. This weapon is usually associated with tryhards, zero-skill players, and people who are bullied at school and need to unleash their frustration online. But what is it about this weapon that makes people want to commit war crimes? What is it about the CAR and the SMGs in general that makes the community cringe and disapproval? Well, aside from many factors, there is two main criteria that make the SMGs and the CAR specifically so repulsive and sweaty. The first one is stating the obvious. SMGs are just pretty solid weapons. Some more than others, but overall, they're just great for the type of gameplay pilots engage with. Once again, they're excellent for the gun and run playstyle. They reload fast and have a great fire rate. But here's the thing, SMGs are meant to be short-range weapons, and their effectiveness is supposed to be reduced against far-away targets. But we're talking about Titanfall here. Things are not very conventional. Players can really mitigate their range issue by just going fast. And because of this, we basically have what's essentially human bullets flying across the map with weapons that can kill you in less than 2 seconds. Now of course these weapons have shortcomings, like the previously mentioned range issue. And I personally feel like I need to reload the alternator after shooting like 2 bullets. I'm not the only one, right? But I do think no one told any of this to the CAR. This weapon is absolutely nasty. Great damage, max size, and zero recoil. Seriously, the CAR has such a weird range. The minimum recoil allows the CAR players to get away with range that they shouldn't. Now, I'm not saying the CAR has the Kraber range or anything, but sometimes it does feel like maybe that CAR player shouldn't have gotten you from that far. It is scientifically proven, by me, that excessive CAR usage can turn you into an elitist prick. Here we go. With symptoms such as teabagging, although the CAR is not the only weapon that causes this, thinking you are better than everyone else, that's a classic one, and some other symptoms we're still studying. More information in the future for sure. The R97 is more or less the same, although with lower damage and shit ton of bullets. And lastly, the alternator. What can I say? I love the alternator. It's excellent for damage if you can actually hit your target and you don't run out of bullets immediately, which I tell you, you absolutely will. I actually like the alternator. It's the only SMG I feel it has clear drawbacks and defined strengths. Powerful but inaccurate. I think I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, the bolt. The bolt is in the game. Yeah, I have a whole video about this weapon, so check it out. But sadly, the bolt is the most irrelevant SMG there is. It's sad because it's a pretty cool weapon, but you know, it's kind of dead. You know, it's kind of like a mastiff if you ask me. Now I want you to imagine these weapons being used by the sweatiest players and multiply it by 6, because that's essentially what the Titanfall 2 meta is all about. And that takes me to my next point, which is oversaturation. I guess when you're forced to play against the same kind of people with the same type of weapons, it's understandable that you will get tired of it very quickly. And I think that's exactly what's happening. The game is over 7 years old now. The CAR and SMGs are known for being solid weapons, and players simply want to compete. So it makes sense why these weapons are so popular. Again, I don't like SMGs, but I perfectly understand the rush you feel when eliminating that many pilots that quickly. All you need is decent bunny hopping and you can get a lot of eliminations, and it can be really fun. And just to make sure, I know many new players don't know better. They're just trying to figure out the game. I have no issues with them. My issue is when you see a Gen 100 pilot with a Gen 100 car flying across the map, killing people, just teabagging. When that happens, the game is not fun anymore. But I do understand that's definitely my perspective. I am personally more attracted to more complex weapons. I love the Grenadiers, for example. These weapons are also disliked because of their splash damage, but once you encounter players like the ones I previously mentioned, you'll see how hard it is to actually hit a fast moving target with the slow projectile based weapons. That's something you don't really have to deal with SMGs. SMGs are pretty straightforward, and even with their individual variations, the gameplay is much the same. In conclusion, I simply enjoy the game more when players are using many types of weapons, like crazy good Kraber players, or delusional shotgun players. Yeah, I'm talking about you mastiff mains, or the non-existent pistol players, or devotion players for that matter. I like variation, and sadly that's mostly gone in matches due to the SMGs being used so frequently. If you like SMGs, that's perfectly fine. I mean, we will still give you the mean eye, but no, that's it. We will definitely give you bad looks. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. But that's it for now, pilots. What do you think about SMGs? And which SMG is your favorite, or at the very least, which SMG you tolerate the most? In my case, once again, it's the alternator. I actually like how inaccurate and trippy this weapon is. I like how it shakes so much that it registers in the Richter scale. It's a pretty fun weapon. Remember to like, share and subscribe. And as a bonus, here's how I get in trouble. If you watch my streams, you probably know how much I hate the CAR and how good I am at predicting people's loadouts. This is because some players are just walking stereotypes. So from now on, I want you to take a shot every time you see the following loadout. I call it the tryhard, sweaty, dad please come back loadout. A steam pilot, CAR SMG, and of course, to ensure maximum sweatiness, the running Titan. I'm not responsible for any alcohol poisoning, okay? But do keep me posted about the numbers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.